Okay, so I'm continuing on with SOMA, and so Simon has crash landed near a site called Delta. He's still trying to get to the Ark, but to do so, he first needs to go to Theta. Wow, I could not read that for a second. My mic should be a little bit better this time. I think I had my... I'm using a different mic, as you can see. There's not one on my headset. I'm going to look at here, because my other screen's got the recording. I need to look at the camera, not there. So I don't have my mic bit in, but I've got a recording mic in front of me. So hopefully that fixes the sound, as I watched back the footage afterwards on those first couple of episodes as I record them back to back. And yeah, I was super quiet, so sorry about that. I'll probably boost the audio a little bit, but because the game sounds are a little bit loud, I don't want to just completely drown out like people, especially using headphones. So, well, I didn't really say too much. I think I was just saying random stuff. You didn't really miss much. The one thing I do remember talking about that is slightly interesting was just sort of talking about the main concept of the game, which... Oh, I'm exactly where I left. I remember standing in a circle. The main concepts of the game. I'm going to turn this down a little bit as it is loud. I have no idea how far that turned it down, but I got a couple more. Yeah, so the main concepts of the game seems to be talking about two major points, which seems to be... One is like uploading your consciousness to electronics, which you can see in the Omni tool and stuff. So that was where I just went. Legitimately no idea where to go. There isn't a map. Yeah, okay. And the other one seems to be like survival of the human race afterwards. So on things called arcs, I think arcs are generally a pretty accepted term for these things. Like in most games or TV shows or whatever, it seems to just be arcs are the things that... It's not that way. Arcs are just the things that people go on to escape the planet, which... So it seems to be talking about these two major concepts as a game, and how it's delivering it is not bad. I like this type of game. If people are unaware, I'm playing it on safe mode because I don't really care for the combat side of it. I'm more interested in the story, and that's how I like most of these sort of games. I don't mind... I feel like if this game went about it at a similar way to how Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, which is a great game, by the way, highly recommend playing it if you haven't. They went about it in terms of they kind of constantly had a fear of an enemy being there. As like they never showed one. I feel like this would be a better aspect of this game. I think while they do add a time pressure and stuff, I feel like the same like drive, I want to say. It's not really the word I'm looking for, but it's what... Oh, turtle. It's not really the word I'm looking for, but it gets the point across. It gives the same drive as what a actual enemy will do, but I feel like it just adds a bit more psychology to it if you don't actually show the enemy. And I think that is a more interesting way of going about it. But that's my personal thoughts. Like, the enemy's fine. Obviously, I'm playing on safe mode, just because I don't care for the enemies. That's essentially what the point I was trying to get across there. And like, they added it in, so I feel like they accept that sort of a fact as well. I know, especially on the Steam Workshop, I have no idea where I'm trying to go, by the way. Especially the Steam Workshop. They had mods for it, and most of the people that made them said, yep, this is more or less obsolete now, because they added it with their safe mode. And I think it's a good way for just exploring in the game as well. So if you want to look at something with... Okay, I'm going to do that a few times. Okay, I'm gonna follow this. Interesting. It does nothing for me. Yeah, so I think they kind of accept that as a game developer, which is good to see. I don't really know what I'm trying to do here at all. This seems to be like a centrally place. Oh, mate might open it for me.
Probably for the best. Not sure I trust the shuttle train anymore.
Okay. That's the shuttle train. Is this? This seems to be... Cool. I actually found something. Was I literally... Yeah, I was literally standing here. I needed to walk forward and to the right. Okay, that's me being an idiot, but oh well. Let's see what Delta's like. So this is the... That's a slide door? That way. So this is a third sort of like power pointy place power planty sort of place I'm going to be at. Stick my finger in this again as I was doing last time. Oh, going the whole hand this time. I think he was going the whole hand for a bit. Not sure if it actually adds anything. I forgot to ask Dan about that actually. There was another thing this was something I was talking to Dan, who is kind of... Okay, so Delta... So I need to go to Theta, but I'm at Delta at the moment. Okay, cool. So Dan is the one that... So this one's a bit of a transit station, I believe, from what we were talking about last time. So it looks like I just need to... I'm not sure if... Okay, there's another door, cool. Okay, that's the toilet. Wonderful. So the thing I was talking to Dan about with this game is I feel like the cover art of the game, which is a little bit janky, and it's just kind of like a glitched out person. It's probably an image I'm going to use for most of the thumbnails on this, as I can't really think of other thumbnails. Okay, I could do that. Oh, chess and shit, yeah. Wow. I'm just going to read these and I'll come back to this point. So, the K8, it's a universal helper. Alexa voice module that's able to communicate via simplified lights and sound. Yep, makes sense. These are the other things that are flying around. I don't think I've come across one of those. Intelligence complex are near me. Pilot, and I don't think I've come across one of these either. So they need a pilot anyway, so I feel like they're not going to be a thing. Okay, let's see messages. Terry, it's been decided that you and your crew will evacuate to Theta on the 14th. Everything is being taken care of, and you will all be given new positions as you arrive. You'll have to fall into the ranks, of course. The last thing we need are more leaders. Fuck you, Kronstedt. I'm not going anywhere. You don't have the authority to take me, Terry. This isn't my orders, you idiot. I'm just a messenger. You want to stay? I can buy you some time. If you want to hang out, you don't be. Your crew is moving tomorrow. Mr. Akers. I'm happy to inform you the crew has safely arrived at Theta. Let me know when you're ready to move an ultrasound transport. Okay, so it looks like this guy just didn't move. Fair enough. 2004. I don't get much from that. Okay. Okay. I didn't really gain much from that, but let's just see, there's more stuff around. Yeah, restoring some files. Cool.
Strasky, we can see the Zeppelin now.
Good. Sorry about the mess. Without the positioning system, the Zeps just keep losing their set routes. Voljet did say that you could have fixed it on your side by rejigging the antenna. Guess it doesn't matter now. Are all of you coming?
No, just me, Goy, and Creer. Akers is set up being a stubborn old man.
All right.
my mind, I would like to come to Theta. Let Delta sleep.
Of course. Wow.
Interesting.
Honestly, didn't expect to hear from you again. Such a long time since you checked in. We have a few divers in a Zeppelin surveying LAMBDA at the moment. I'll just make sure they pick you up when they're done.
Thank you for the warning. I'll make sure they feel welcome.
Okay. See you when you get here.
I feel like he didn't go. I feel like he just broke them. So I feel like I need to go back to that antenna thing I saw just before and adjust that. I think it was this way? I'm not too sure though. Yeah, so the thing... I probably need an access code. I probably should have grabbed his. So the thing I was talking about, I feel like this could be a... So I think the artwork on the game and how it's presented, like the glitched out thing, doesn't really do it justice, because the game looks really nice, but I feel like that gives it a... So for someone who's like very blind going into it, it gives it a bad like overview. Does that make sense? Oh, X. The light is burning my eyes, telling me don't need this Vilvius? Vilus? My skull to be salvation, I would gladly remove them, stop them from obstructing the divine illusion. Okay, interesting. I feel like... Yeah, this guy went pretty crazy at that stage, but... My reflection is the black blood of Warden Whispers. I need to save them from this hell. Let them sleep. Lock them in lucid dreams I've seen. Okay, so I feel like this guy didn't want the whole thingy to happen. His cards. But only played chess. Interesting. Okay, what's this? I'm excited to watch well-claimed Delta half a year ago. I'd be worried I'd have Goya and Juan clean the black blood from the machinery. Now, it's Krusty says seemed to comment in outshine what Delta was. Okay. Interesting. So this guy looked like he went a little bit crazy. There's these things and like maggots and stuff. So I'm kind of looking for an access code. Interesting. There wasn't anything written on that, was there? Nope. Interesting. I feel like there should be something else in here that I'm not like getting. But I can't seem to see what it is. I feel like there's more relevance to that chest than what I'm seeing. Okay, that just threw off from a random spot. Meant to throw that at the... Okay, I don't think there's anything in here. Not that I can see, at least. So I can't pick up these things, so it's like, whatever. I can't... Hint, review text using... Okay. The light is headed my eyes, telling me I don't need the vitreous flesh summons goal to see salvation. I'm glad to move and stop them suffocating the divine message. Alright, and I'll just read this again. Our affection is the black blight of our warden, whispers. I need to save them from this hell, let them sleep, lock them in lucid dreams I've seen. Okay. Cool. I don't think there's much more to that. I don't know what it means. But, okay. I didn't really get anything from that. Let me out.
Am I right? Can't believe how much I'm sweating in this suit.
Hey, could you maybe help? I need to get to Theta.
Give me some room, will you? I think I need some vacation soon.
Hey, can you hear me?
Don't worry about it. I got this.
Hey, you.
Don't stand there. You know better than that.
Listen.
Help me out here, will you? Yeah? You put in a good word for me?
Hey, can you hear me?
Don't worry about it. I got this. Brandon?
Interesting.
The Carthage casing? We need to test that one before we ship it. Man, you can really tell when Astrid is off platform. This place turns into such a locker room. Not in a good way, either. I don't know, man. I just say we can keep things classy even when women aren't around.
Right. I feel like in that place there might have been a map that showed me that. I didn't realize I could move that. I probably didn't check it very well. But not that one. Just because I want the orientation of the place. So if I look at that weird shape, kind of like just to the left of like the corner bit of it. It's not exactly what I was looking for. What about this? I feel like this one maybe. Nope. Antenna. It's 216 there. Potentially there's more antennas. I don't really know what this is.
You let her manage your payload? Why? That doesn't even make sense.
I feel like yellow might be.
Stop messing around and get back to work. Forget it, Akers. I'm not.
Hey, you.
Help me out here, will you?
Hey, can you hear me?
Make yourself useful.
Make yourself
Did
useful.
You move the outer shields?
So I feel like there's definitely something I need to do with that antenna. I'm not sure what it is. Oh, this is one of those things, isn't it? maybe. I'm not sure. So like, I definitely need to hang around this base. Like at least, like, out here there's nothing for me to do. It's just a drop off. Which I'm assuming would kill me. There's definitely that antenna. That's just that Delta one. I don't believe there's like an antenna up here. I don't really know what this place is. Might be the pod I crashed. But I think the stuff around here doesn't. Okay.
You saw that, right? You saw Akers fucking injecting that shit into them?
He got me pretty bad.
That's not Akers.
I think I made it worse pulling away. I can feel it bleeding out. Can you see him?
Fuck. He got on a Zeppelin. He's going back to Theta. We have to warn them.
Good luck with that. The platform radio is dead. Remember?
The Boomer Annex should work. It has to.
Yeah. You go. I'm not gonna make it. I'm just not.
Come on, Evans. We have to warn them. Come on.
Evans. So Akers went mad. I feel like Akers might be like the bad guy in all this. What's this? Is this where I came from? Yeah, I feel like this is roughly where I landed. Like maybe just over there or something. That still trips me out. Like, this is probably a ridiculously easy, like, level thing. I've just missed something and I have no idea what I'm doing.
Why would you want to go to Theta? Might be a small fish in a big pond, you know. Tell you the truth, I fucking love my job. I love that Delta is such a tight operation. I get to try everything here. Got it. Looks okay, right? Yeah. It'll do.
Hey, you.
Don't worry about it. I got this.
Okay, so there's a link established there. I'm gonna go to here, see if I can connect to one of the things.
Transport active. Unspecified cargo.
The Zeppelin's on its way. Better get ready.
Okay. So that was just connecting to the Zeppelins. I assume it's just gonna like come to here.
That's definitely the Zeppelin.
Oh, there it is. Or here, that also makes sense there. Like a big manatee looking thing. Good old mate in there.
Calm down. We're safe.
Oh, it's really disconcerting popping in and out of existence like that. Where are we now?
Delta. At least that's what you said before the crash.
Oh, right. Of course. Is this a Zeppelin?
Appropriately named. You think it can get us to Theta?
It's a cargo transport. They use them for
Yeah, it's a
moving
cargo
materials between the
transport.
sites, anything that's too big for the shuttles. I'm sure it can carry us. Why won't it work? Come on. Oh, the tool chip is bust.
Isn't that part of the Omni tool?
Look who's been paying attention.
We had to deal with that back at Upsilon.
Then you know how it works. We need to get a new tool chip and switch it.
Care to point me in the direction of the closest tool chip storage?
I think it would be easier to just take one from a robot.
What? Just knock a robot over the head and steal their chips?
The toolbox over there says it has a stun baton. You could use that.
Come on. I don't want to hurt anyone. Isn't this a bit much?
It's just a robot, Simon.
We're just robots.
Could have taken a heap of tool chips from that first
I'll
place.
get us the chip. Guess I have no choice.
I didn't even see that person there. No, I'm going to take it from this guy. I like how I'm choosing the thing that helped me over...
Come on.
So, bud.
I hope this works.
Why wouldn't you keep that? It doesn't make sense to me. It's like, oh, I've got like a stun tool. I'm also well aware there are enemy things around, like there's these monster things. Why would you not be like, okay, I'm gonna take the stun
Hey,
tool?
Simon, don't be mad, okay? We really needed that chip. We'd be stuck here.
Could you do it? Kill a robot like that?
I get attached to them too. I'm not a monster. But in this case, it had to be done.
He was talking. I mean, he was delusional, but he seemed sincere. Present.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it's fine.
Was he really that different from us? It's just beginning to sink in. I mean, really sink in. I'm a robot.
Didn't we cover this already?
Yes, I've known ever since I woke up at Upsilon. I just keep suppressing it. Like my brain doesn't want me to think about it. It's really getting hard not to think about it.
Yeah. Could you maybe hit that switch over there so we can get moving?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Do you hear me speaking? Of course you do. I wanted to let you know that
Sakers.
I know. You didn't blindly pick me out of the herd. The slow waves of Delta crashing against the shore have an undertow that pulls you into a slumber. It's a beautiful thing. And I won't be selfish. I will help. Tuck them in, watch them sleep. They too will find peace within the universe of the WoW.
Creepy bloke.
Thanks.
Very creepy bloke, old Acres, but I don't think that's the last we're going to run into him, so... I'm interested to see how they tie it back to the, like, present day thing, like 2015.
You're really good back there, Simon. We got a slight Delta detour, but we're back on track.
Yeah, Yeah.
We should touch down on a cargo platform just outside Theta. Then we just head inside, grab the Dunbat, and head down the abyss. 4,000 meters. That's a long way. We don't have to worry though, because with the Dunbat, the Ark could have been in the Mariana
Not sure what that is.
Trench for anything.
That's great.
And then we can start listening to other people when they talk, because that's how conversations work.
What? Oh, sorry. I just can't stop thinking about what we've become. It's clear that we're no longer human. But then how can I feel like Simon? How can I feel like anything at all? I mean, technically, I don't have any ears, no mouth. Christ, that's a weird thing to think about. I mean, I'm making sounds. I'm still saying things.
You sure are. Okay. Your new body most likely has senses similar to those you had as a human. And your mind, only knowing one way to perceive the world, superimposes that skill set on top of your new features.
So my mind is covering it up, pretending nothing's different.
If it didn't, you'd probably be incapable of interacting with the world at all. And the stress would either kill you or make you go insane.
So I've found a good balance between awareness and ignorance. Does that mean I shouldn't think about this stuff, or are my thoughts actually making me cope? Could I tip the balance by suddenly gaining some insight and go insane?
I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, we have real things to deal with. Saving mankind, remember? Speaking of which, we're closing in on Theta. I'll eject the Omnitool. As always, don't forget to take me with you.
Kath, before you go, the artificial intelligence you mentioned in the escape vessel?
Yeah, the Warden unit, the WOW.
Is it the WOW's fault that we're like this? I mean, it seems like something an unreliable AI would do.
I suppose it set the ball in motion, but it's not directed with purpose. It's really complicated to explain how machines think, Simon. Concentrate on getting inside Theta, okay? See you soon.
Cool. I feel like I'm gonna run into old mate somewhere around here. And I feel like old mate is creepy dude in suit with glowing head.
That's everything, right? Thank you, Catherine. Wait. Am I already here?
I can figure this out.
Turning stuff like this is a lot less fluid with a mouse than it is with a controller. Close up and I'll come in here. Genuinely surprised not to see whatchamacallit in there. It's the guy in the helmet. Even just standing there. Very bright.